Tubes and tubeless, what the hell is the difference? The difference is you are going to normally run a all-metal valve that, quite frankly, looks aftermarket, or a Schrader valve. If you have a Schrader valve, you've got a tube and your life just got way easier. We're running a Presta valve, similar to this, which I'll show you the cores here in a minute and the difference between them. You are more than likely going to be running tubeless or a very, very fine Presta valved inner tube, and those can be more difficult to source, but you cannot interchange these. The whole size is different. There's not much of a difference whenever you look at these two valves. The main thing that you will notice is that on a Schrader valve, all you have to do to add or purge air from that system is going to be press down in the center, and that's going to release the plunger and allow air to flow. On a Presta, if I were to try to do the exact same thing, there's a nut that prevents this rod from releasing it and allowing the air to flow. So what I have to do is unscrew it. Now I can actually have air flowing through that valve core. But a thing to pay attention to whenever you run a Presta, while you can maintain higher pressures and it does a way better job of keeping dirt and debris out, if you leave that nut open, while your tire may hold air for the first couple minutes, the moment you start riding and getting any type of force on there where the air pressure is not the only thing acting to keep it closed and sealed, this valve is going to work its way down and you're going to purge air slowly. So if you've got a slow leak that you can't diagnose and there's no physical puncture that you can find, double check that valve core, make sure that nut is tight, and let's get into looking at your tires. Now, when it comes to looking at tires, this is the exact same for bikes as it is in the car world. You're going to have a tire diameter, you're gonna have your aspect ratio, you're gonna be able to tell a lot about tire measurements and essentially be able to read your tire in a very simple way. Here is going to be a formula right here where it explains exactly what each part of the tire sequence means, and another designation that we get on bikes that cars don't have, so advantage bike riders, is going to be the fact that we usually get a tubeless ready designation on our tire. That tells us if this tire is set up for tubeless or not. If you are not set up for tubeless, you can't run tubeless. Pretty self-explanatory. If you are, then you can either run tubes or tubeless. You've kind of got the freedom to choose.